And we're back already. It's Plant-Based Life and Style. I'm Elizabeth Alfano. I'm here with founders of vKind, the app that everybody has to get it on your phone, or just go to vkind.com. They are the founders, Simmons and Michon Javelosa. I'm so happy to have them here. You're in a very unique position to make a prediction about the future because you see all these new businesses that are coming. None of us are surprised now when we see a new vegan food item, but maybe you guys are seeing other kind of businesses pop up, vegan fashion, vegan leather. I'd love to know what your predictions are for the next 3 to 5 years and what kind of businesses you're seeing come to the platform that even you didn't expect to see. I'll let Star take that one.
Oh, goody. I see huge changes continuing to develop. And I know that there's been an enormous amount of education out there about COVID, about the fact that most of the pandemics that we have had in our lifetime and prior to our lifetimes have come from eating animals.
Sorry, but can I just interrupt there? Sorry. So she's talking about Ebola, mad cow disease, Asian bird flu, African swine fever. The list goes on. Okay, go ahead.
From animals. Thank you. So I predict that there's going to be so many more people turning to veganism. I believe that there needs to be clarity in the market space with plant-based versus veganism. As you know, there's been a lot of misinformation. Foods are being miscategorized. People are getting frustrated. So I believe there's going to have to be a change in the industry coming. I do see so many more food chains, which we've seen more in the past year than ever in history, embrace plant-based options. Why? Because we, the consumers, are going there. Yeah. And I think, you've had this experience when I used to go into restaurants all the time and say, do you have an option? And I would talk to the chef. I would talk to the manager. It's not just me you're losing. You're losing my family and my friends because they're going to go where I want to eat. And I truly believe the vegan community has brought this change on. So I think over the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to see a huge movement. We're going to see more companies go vegan. And that's going to be my prediction.
Michon, I'd love to hear for you. What are your predictions based on what you're seeing coming through the vKind app for the next 3 to 5 years?
I think we're going to see more direct to consumer. Yeah. And a lot of businesses really focusing on direct to consumer. Like we've seen these issues with supply chain and logistics and all of that stuff that have come up, and people don't want to deal with it. And we especially want ease, or we're not in an area where it's easy to get the products we want. And so I think a lot of businesses really should be looking at that up front, is like, what can we do that's a direct to consumer option, and getting that out there as well. And so those are the ones that we've seen thriving and succeeding in the times when it's been a little more hit or miss. And then the other thing that I would say is transparency on ethics, like businesses that are showing more of who they are, the authenticity, kind of like peeling back the cover and letting people in, because we're more savvy consumers now. And so businesses who are willing to share, again, the supply chain, like share where they're getting their items, that it's ethically sourced, that it's not harming anything for animals, environment, health, all of those pieces. And then also how they communicate and being real and being people rather than a brand or an image. I think it's more about people connecting with people or the brand to move forward. Those are the businesses we're seeing who are getting a lot of play and who seem to be doing really well, are the ones who are bringing humanity back into the conversation.
I love that you say this, because in my opinion, it's not just the empowered consumer, but it's also the empowered employee. Mm-hmm. So for employee retention, companies are having to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. So they have to, not have slave labor practices and, not harm animals along the way. And really from top to bottom, from the CEO to the person on the customer service line, they really have to embody these values, or people don't want to work there.